Hello, guys. Usually you're with you today, and I will celebrate with you because you decide to show up for yourself and watch this video and go through workshop. And it's gives you opportunity to get a control of your life back. It looks like what he's talking about, right? He's thinking how I can control my life. There is like so many things that involved and so many different system and situation. It's like I have a whole story and I have my specific circumstances. I have everything like how I can control all of that. And you're right. We have influence on a lot of things in our life. Control only one thing. Tony Robbins, and I am love his work, and I follow him, and especially right now I'm in his Master University program, learning, diving more about people's behaviors, about emotional, mental patterns, about different things that can helps understand what's going on really in me, in people around me, in the systems around me, to be able to recognize patterns, use them, and create my own one. And Tony's usually said that there is no control of situations in our life. There is no control of your life. You have a lot of different influences in on people, on situations, but control only one thing you can. You can control only your focus, your thoughts, and some of your actions, especially when we are talking about something in our life. We can control our thoughts, we can control our meaning of these thoughts, we can control our emotions because of that, and energy that it's in the circulating inside us. It can be something more empowering or disempowering, and actions. So this workshop, it's interesting that just 20 minutes before I check news in social media. I go to Facebook and Instagram just to chat back and post some links, for example, for this Zoom conversation in my Telegram channel and Facebook group. And even if you will not focus in, like, it starts pop up different news about world goes to end. And a few years ago, it was pandemic that everybody will die. And right now, it's because of war in different parts of the world, and news screaming about that. I'm Ukrainian, and already a few years, it's a horror going on. And right now in Israel, in Africa, in different part of the country, it's in different part of the world. And we, even if we will not watch news specifically in the gadget, if you will like ignore it, and if you use your gadget only for your work, it's never happens like that. But if you will anyway will hear something from somebody, because some people will choose to use their focus for things what they want, because they not really just they reacting in life, they not creating life. This is the biggest difference, and today we will talking about that, about how to bring back a power of your life, how you can bring control back on things that happens in your life, and how it can affect your destiny. Because in some people thoughts right now, in some people minds, it's I live my life, but it looks like It's not mine. It's like my my identity stolen, like my whole life. It's not like I want. It's not like I looking for. Everything looks like was predicted before, and I'm just reacting, just reflecting. No matter what I'm doing, a lot of things, everything falling apart, and how I can fix it. So today workshop about bringing back that feeling, that strength, that power that I'm making decision. I am on control. I make my own destiny, and nobody can steal it from me. Nobody will take it from me. Because if we will transfer it to simple explanation, your eyeballs and your ear holes, this is the key. Because your reticular activating system in the brain, like your possibilities to accumulating information will be depends on your focus. And this focus goes through some organs, right? And after that, it's translated to our imagination, and we give some meaning to some situation, to some actions, to something was going on. And after that, we have emotions and actions. So we will work out through this workshop today. And I know that it will help you like it helps me. Few years I start practicing this tool, the Tony Shear, and it's really saved my life because it was a lot of difficulty situations, losses of my friends, losses of my mom, losses of other family members, losses of business, divorce. It was a lot of things, war, property loss, betrayal, in a relationship and in business. And it's a lot of different things. And I know that these tools that Tony share, they work if you will implement them. Because we have three levels of creating our identity. And third level, it's actually identity. Second level, it's something that we call emotional mastery. And first one, it's just a knowledge mastery. Third one, when it's identity mastery, it's like our physical, physiological mastery. When we telling this is who I am because of our actions and habits, what we're doing. So if right now you have a life that you know that you want better, you know that you want to turn some things in different way, this is workshop for you because I know that these tools are working. And also Tony regularly said, and I agree with him 100%, that most of the time people affect them with with very deep pain and suffering because they in their minds creating again and again some patterns of focus, of emotion creation, of thoughts creation, and of actions creation. They do it not because of something going on somewhere, because war going on somewhere, crisis going on somewhere. Yeah, I understand that in some families right now, for example, in my case, it's affect my family straight, affect my family, but it will temporary happens. And most of the time, we are suffering because on everyday basis, we have some situations that they will last only because we power them. We give them power, we give them control to shape our identity and our life and our destiny, like Tony said. So I'm encouraging you today to work out this workshop fully. If you are, how to say it, if you are done to be done, right? It's in when it's enough, it's enough. when like no step back. Like right now, I'm done. I'm ready to make a change. Some people will be from this point. Most of the people will be just okay. Let's try. I try many different things. Maybe this shit will work. So sorry for my French. Maybe. And this is also can be a way, even if you will just put me on one and a half or two speed, uh, maybe you will better understand me because of my accent, because the way what I'm explained, it's a simple topic, but from the same time, it's difficult because you need to implement it to yourself with deep feelings, not just understanding, with deep feelings. Even if you will replay it in third speed or even more, it will affect you because of slides that I will show you. You don't need to actually hear what I say. You can just read slides and do your work by yourself or with the partner you choose. But let's go. Let's see slide that I prepared for you. And I wish you all the best. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. Let me do like this. So I will hide myself. You can hear my voice and read the slides. Where is focus goes, energy flows. This is the tool that Tony used a lot. He controlled his own energy through this instrument, through this tool, and helped a lot of people to do so. Millions of people all over the globe during 50 years. Tony doing that, and this is amazing. Before I dive in these tools a few years ago, I just read his books. I just implement some of them in my business, and it's also shaped a lot. I can say my destiny. It's makes me who you are right now. The way of reaction of reality, how it's happens for me and what I can do with it because of that coaching that I get from Tony's books when I wrote them. And this is essential for me to become a master of this specific skill. Check your focus because few questions that you can ask yourself about your focus can change so much inside you and outside because you can start feeling differently. You can act differently and you can change your life. And the changes will happen, some of them right here, right now, because you will start understanding and feeling things differently, and it's give you more space. You will feel more lighter. This is already means a lot, and it will be empowering feeling. It also means a lot because a lot of many of situations we will be able to deal much better if we will be in resourceful state, like energetic one. Most of the time, even if it's good to do, we not be able to do that because we don't have so much energy, and we say maybe let's do it tomorrow or like other day, and we start pointing on something that don't really is the reason that we skip some things because of age, because of mood, because of weather, because of something else. Everything about a focus and meaning and action in the role, like all this become circulating in our become our identity, and we have our life. It shapes our destiny. And this is a tough thing. Like, this is a tough topic because you need to take responsibility. And it's a good news at the same time because you can shape your life in the way how you want, no matter what's going on around. It don't mean that everything with blink of the eye will fix, like war will stop, conflicts will end it, economics will flow, your relationship will start like flirting and have a lot of love and intimacy and all of that. And your health, vitality, and longevity will jump out of the roof. It didn't happen like that. We know that. So we need some time to make it happen. But the process is joyful. Who will we become? This is what we're talking about right now, right here. And this is what Tony teach in his programs. And I'm also part of Robbins Madonna's training. And I love everything what they coach there. And not only because it's good tools, because it's changed lives, because of how much effect you can have from it and how much you can help others. So let's dive in. You already, I know that maybe you hear me, maybe you listen to me, maybe not, but you are already wrote this slide. You already read everything. And the three questions. What do you focus on? What does it mean? And what will I do? Because focus, this some kind of energy that you gives to some situation or some person or something in your life. This is your energy that you go with to that specific topic. The meaning that you give it and the action that you do will multiply energy in specific way. It can make your energy empowering and it will go back to you, energize you, give you like a booster, or you will drain out. You will feel broken. You will feel angry. You will feel sad only because of these three things. And I can bring you just simple example from my morning today, because like I told, it will be a lot of different difficult situations in our life, what we have right now around. But most of the cases, we need to deal with everyday routine that makes things or simpler or easier, because this is a beautiful thing. The way how we see things, they are become like that. So let me bring you example, simple example from my morning. I wake up in the morning without alarm because I am making evening alarm for shaping my evening. So I will give my body enough time for rest and sleep. It's very important. And I scheduled today three workshops in different languages. First one in Ukrainian language in 9 a.m. After that, in 11 a.m. was on Russian language. Right now, it's in English. So, and what I focus on, of course, I need to know what time is it. So I woke up, I pick up the phone to get the numbers. Numbers, what time is it? Okay, no problem. If I do it in the morning when its sun already goes up, it's good. If I will do the same things at night, I will break down my all my rest, right? I will miss with it because when I check time in the middle of the night and I feel that it's night because I just wake up, go to the toilet, maybe drink water. But if I will pick up the phone, if I will watch on the screen, not only light will disrupt my sleep, but the focus on time and my brain. my brain will pick it up this information very straight, and I will start thinking, okay, why I wake up in the middle of the night? And especially, can you imagine if you just wake up and you don't want to go to toilet, you don't want to drink water, and you just open your eyes and you know that you're not sleeping, everywhere is darkness, and you just wake up. So it will be very bad idea to chasing your phone to check the time, because it will interrupt your sleep. And what meaning you will give to it? Something happens with my health, why I'm so stressed, and you will get the answers, right? Why you so stressed? Because it's always some kind of problem, especially if you wake up in the middle of the night without need. It means that already something going on inside your mentality, inside your brain, inside your emotion, that it wakes you up. And what you will do after that, you will start doing something. Usually, you will go to your phone and you will start checking something that it makes things even worse. But this is a little bit about healthy sleep. But let's go back to the morning. So if I will scroll news in the morning, not just checking time that I needed to for make my schedule works. If I will start looking news, chasing different platforms to figure out what's going on in the world, how it will affect me, what kind of meaning I will give to it, and what I can do about that, how I will feel. It's not the same if I will go to the chatting with some group of my friends that we collaborating, we creating some workshop, we doing some program, we helping each other, inspire each other, helping other people like we do in RMT group with our coaches. It's a lot of us, and we supporting each other with different masterminds and things like that. So it will be different, because when I go with this meaning to my phone, to chasing and focusing on that information, it means I'm in power to make some action that they will make a difference. So I will feel better. With the news, it will be another situation. I will feel powerless, my energy will drain out, and I will feel bad. So this is one little example from the morning, how I am starting my morning and what I'm focused on. My brain telling me always what to do, but I'm asking myself twice, because this is necessary, how it will affect me. It don't mean that I don't need to listen what my brain said. My brain helps me to survive, right? It was wired like that for that. But I also have a heart. I also have a wisdom. I also have a deep understanding about my strategy, what I want, what results I want, what kind of feelings I want. So because of that, during few seconds, I have already this ritual, because I run this many times with Tony help. And this is that helps me make this exercise very quick. So few seconds, and I'm already done, and I'm already get back to my own track. And I'm controlling focus, I am controlling meaning, I'm controlling actions, and results much better. It don't mean that they will be perfect. There is no perfect. We can have perfect meaning, like what we can do. It's amazing what people can do, but actually results, sometimes we need to work more about that. So another example, I wake up and I start looking around. My wife yesterday did some cleaning, and I'm like, I can focus on something that didn't did perfectly, or in my understanding perfectly or not. And I can give her some advices or criticize it, because I will give it meaning like I can do better, or you can do a little bit in different way, or I don't like this or like that, and my action will be criticizing and feeling how. Like maybe I will get some significance, maybe I will get a little bit on the top of her, like I give her results because give some scores for somebody work it's much easier, right, than give yourself some scores. So I very quickly flip my focus on things that I like what she's doing, and meaning, of course, completely different. And my actions, I get some gratitude and I want to say thank you. This is how it works. And this needs some practice in different areas of your life. You can pick up some situations in your life, some situation in your life that it's stress you out, and we can work out it together. So another, what are you focused on specifically? What you are have and you can be grateful, or that something that missing and you don't have it, or somebody stole it, or you scare that you will not have it in future, or not have it in present. And it can be two times of thinking on focusing on missing things. People who in depression and in aggression, they usually pointing fingers on others that something missing, and other people, achievers, they usually pointing fingers on themselves, that projects didn't go well, business didn't on the level that I want, and they point fingers on themselves. It's also the same focusing on missing things. Overachievers also have this problem, and they both of that critical opposite sides. Some people are don't doing almost nothing, pointing fingers on others, and other don't pointing fingers on anybody, just for themselves, and just shitty on them, right? They like just kick their own ass, and this is also didn't make them happy. And you can pause right now and start thinking about these questions. You have some gratitude about what you have or what was in your life in situation that happens, or you pointing fingers, continuing without any gratitude and love, compassion, and understanding. This is make a big difference already in your life, because it's also needs to be some honest, right, with you. You need to get some another level of self dialogue, and be honest. And another question is what you can control on, or you can't, that something out of your control. It's also make a huge difference, huge shift, because some things, more than 90% of people, maybe 95 or 96, statistics said that people have a very bad feeling about everything what's going on in their life, because they talking and thinking and focusing and having emotions and reflections about situation that they don't have any control of, and they feel like a crap always. Little things that we can control of in our lives, they make a huge difference. What I can do now, how I can help now, what I can improve now, what I just can make done now. And these things are stacking like all other things. They stacking. Consciously or unconsciously, they will be stacking no matter what. So when you start uh, really hold control on your focus where it goes, you will be able to make huge changes. And you will, even if you will work out this workshop, you pick up new one thing in your life. For example, after that, you can go through other also. You can pick up one thing and go with these exercises through it, and you will feel the difference. Another question, you focus on past, present, or future. And a lot of people focus about past. They can change nothing. And it's better if you will focus on past with gratitude, but you will not stuck in the past with gratitude. You will want to contribute because you have so much gratitude for your past. And in present, you start doing something. So you transfer and you're not stuck in the past. With gratitude, it's not possible. With critic, it's possible. You can stuck in the past. With blaming, you can do that. And you can also transfer it to your future. Your past experience, you can transfer to your future. Can you imagine transfer criticizing and blaming others and all of the negative past to your future? How you will handle, how you will even care other people? For example, you had a bad experience in your intimate relationship with your partner, and you stay too long in that relationship, destructive one, and just pointing fingers and didn't make any changes. And if you will transfer that to your future, in the present, what you will do? You will look in on other person with which kind of loop? Okay, maybe they are scammers, or they hiding something, or they not honest. Or you will start thinking, no, 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 I will not open up my feelings right now so fast. I will be not so full like I was before. All of that comes from that limited past, from that limited story that you're telling yourself. So this is a different types of focus and meaning that we can give to our current situation, our past situation, or predicting some future situation. This is another question. Another question that it's very powerful. You start telling yourself story. It's the end or the beginning. Think about that. In the end of the relationship, how you will act, or if it's in the beginning of relationship. If it's already end of your life, how you will act, or it's just the beginning. Do you know how many people, no matter of their biological age, of their ID, they no matter what they have there, they they reflect not on their biological age, they reflect on level of energy or on some experience what they have in their life. And most of the people, especially right now, why it's so many suicidals? Because many even teenagers thinking that this is the end. This is the end of my life because what I can do. And this is the stories what people telling themselves. They give a meaning to that, and they have empowering or dispowering inner energy. It's a punishment or it's a gift. You know, many people have this example. They love some gifts or surprises if they love them, if they like them. If they don't like them, they say, no, this is not a gift at all. It's not a surprise. I don't like it. For you, it's surprise. Maybe you want to give me a present, but I don't like it. And you give to this situation different meaning. The same can be as how you look at the situation in the perspective, this is my failure and I will never do the same, or it's a lesson and I can learn from it. This is very powerful things that we can start implementing and give ourselves a few minutes of time to think in different situations in our life. Sometimes we have even more than few minutes. Sometimes we have just 10 seconds, and it also can be enough to ask you one or two questions and have a very quick answer from ourselves what's going on here. And this little pause can save a lot of energy, a lot of health, and even lives. And third type of question, it's what I will do, because it can be a different actions. It depends in which mode we are, what we are choose before about our focus, about our meaning, and actions will just be a reflection of everything what happens before, because energy creates there with emotion, and emotion, this something what we are focused on. And after we get some actions done, we have results, and these results also give us the same things. We focus on them, we give them meaning, we have some emotions, and we act. Even if we are withdrawn, no matter, it's still action. We are just freeze, it's still action. Or we doing something very horrible, weird, and after that we have consequences. And it's also type of action. Or we can provide more support, connection, understanding, more empathy, compassion, and give somebody empowering energy, because we will create so much of these inside us, and this is will make a difference, of course, which type of action we will choose. It will shape our destiny. So right now, if you do it by yourself, ask yourself question: what I am thinking about most often? If you are invite somebody, like your partner, your friend, you can ask each other this question and give yourself a minute to express yourself. Right now, if you are by yourself watching this and doing this workshop, ask yourself out loud, what do I think about most often? You know that our brain works like that, our body works like that. We hear it from somebody or from ourselves. Voice, it's a voice. And we just can bring more energy, more power to say something out loud, because first of all, it's we are talking, and how we feel when we are talking, always good. And we are asking ourselves. It's mean that it gives us a feeling that we are in charge of something inside us that we can change, because we know that we are not our body. Our body, it's an avatar, it's a vehicle. The same, each organ in our body, it's just for creating some experience that we have. Everything what we have right now in this body, in this avatar, it's something that serves us. Who us? Who this? Who asking questions? This is the brain. Maybe what part of the brain? And we can discuss this topic many hours, and different people will give different explanation. Robert Sapolsky will say that there is no will, no, you don't have your own will. Everything was programmed because of experience that you had in the past. If we will talk to some spiritual person like Mama Teresa, she will say that it's everything guided by God, and everything have a purpose, and we are connecting with each other, and we have a spirit inside us. Our body is just a vehicle. So it can be many different explanations, but both of them, I'm sure, and Sapolsky and Teresa will tell the same, that right now in the place where we are standing, what situations we have in our lives. This is something what was created by our own actions. And what we are will create tomorrow, it will depends on what example we will get today, what results, I mean, what results we will get today from our practice session. It means not this kind of practice session. Every time when we asking ourselves the questions, this is called practice session with ourselves. It's like a workout, body workout, mental workout, spiritual workout. It can be many different types of workouts. So use these powerful questions to um, make yourself on charge about focus. And another things is that we are be able to ask these short questions. More times we will practice it, it will give us more and more skills, and we will be able to do it more and more faster. And we will be able to create much more faster trail. Like I said, we can wire ourselves, as Tony usually, we can rewire ourselves, no matter what kind of experience did we have in the past, because it will shapes our focus, it will shapes our emotions, it will change it, of course, and it will gives our different behaviors. And from this experience, from this point, we can create a different actions, and actions by actions on everyday basis, they will give you different, right? So right now, this is an exercise. Recall any kind of suffering situation, struggling situation in your life, in different area. Pick up any and write down, because not only talking to yourself gives you more power and energy and focus. Also, write it down, because usually people write it down something like a plans, like a dreams, right? Like a list of products in the grocery, or what kind of topics needs to be done and give it to children's usually, right? Or for us, when we create a schedule, the things that needs to be done, or workout plan, right? Same we're doing here about checking our reflections, checking our emotions, checking our focus, checking our actions. And this exercise, when we will be able to do it regularly, I am wants to inspire you and call you to do that at least seven times, 7 days straight, like a week. It will be very powerful practice for you, and better to do it in some time that you already have some topic to think about. Like, for example, you have some situation and you know that today, like tomorrow, for example, you will deal with it. So today you can think about that. Or if you don't have situation for today to deal with, or tomorrow you know that it will not show up, you can work out some situation from the past, and you know that it's basically similar situation will happen in the future or today, but in the different form. But it will be the same workout. So you need to use the techniques of changing the meaning, of changing your focus, and changing your actions. How we will do? We can do it. It's very easy, actually. We can do it with giving ourselves more space. If we will work in couples or in team, it might even it's even much easier because we can help each other to do so. So this is an example situation with betrayal. It can be betrayal in relationship, it can be betrayal in business, and everybody have some situations like that. Sometimes it can be even created situation. I can share my experience from my past. When I was 12, my father was killed. My mom cared about me and my older brother. My older brother left family to live his own life. I feel lost because my mom spent all time at work. I was by myself dealing with it around my friends. Of course, I get some care, but this was not enough for me, like I saw, because everybody living their lives, and I feel bad about myself. But it's not fair for them because my mom and my brothers, they build their own life. After my mom pick up a man for her, of course, she starts giving him much more attention. And I was freaking out. I was not happy at all. And many years, I feel I'm betrayed. Many years. And it's shaped my relationships, not only with my mom. I didn't talk to her often. More she gives me energy and emotion and care about me, pay for my university, for my education, care about me, give me some support, money, cooking for me, all of that she did. And in that days, I didn't realize that I create myself a story of betrayal, really without betrayal. Because I start focusing on different, I be able to heal myself. And last 10 years of my mom's life, I talk to her much often, especially a few last years. And I'm so happy that I be able to realize that things. The same with my brother, and especially last experience after my mom passed away, our mom passed away. And I work out with this technique to be able to change old story, reframe it. And I didn't feel betrayed anymore. I didn't feel scammed anymore. I feel much more powered because of realizing that. And I didn't feel lost. And I feel so much strength right now that I am more than enough and I'm acting a lot. For example, I start launching this project Unstoppable Life Force, and right now and about to open the coaching project, Heroes Training Arena. All of that inspired by Tony Robbins Madonna's trainings. I love it. And in the same time, I'm inspired, but without understanding and rewire myself and telling myself different stories about the same situation, I be able to create much better future. You know, like we said, this is a lasting changes. They are continue lasting. Now, this is really empowering future because I feel much more different, more joyful, more happy, more energized, especially in these very hard situation that we going through. So when we start thinking about uh, our different situations in empowering mode, we're looking on something like, okay, this was a lesson. Why I even end up here? Why all of that happens? Even some people that they make some mistakes and they did something bad for us and they don't want to realize that we be able to see them, their actions, what they are doing, in which way they get what they want, and in the end they don't happy. We know that a lot of people creating for them the reality and hurt other people, even make them suffer and even cause their death only because they want to meet their needs and what they want. And they can kill thousands of people because of that, believe what they have. And this is their choice, but we don't need to do the same. We don't need to act the same. We don't need to think in the same way because we can see how it affects our families. We don't need to be a person who leading country to make a decision, for example, that it will affects other people. We can do it in our families. We can make a decision that they will affect our family members in the good way, in the bad way. We will decide, and this is something what we can have some influence on this, right? We can affect it. We don't have a control, but we can make some difference. And this is the whole point. And when we focus that this is the lesson, and I can learn from it, what I can learn from this situation that, for example, in relationship, how I can be thankful for that person, what I learned, what I will do better in my relationships. And you didn't close off, you open up with clarity, with growth. You feel different. You will not close your love. You will open up in different way, even more. Influencing for other person, more be able to express it more openly and more colorfully, and this is will be the huge shift, because if you are closing off your love, you'll not be able to feel love, and you feel even worse than it was before, because you create the tension inside you, not the other person, because you make this decision. This is a this is the biggest difference. And we can make this difference just by changing focus, changing meaning, and changing action. Other questions, they are supportive questions, or we can say dive in questions, because it's a 6 questions, but you can see similarity. You can ask yourself with these questions, and you can ask your partner. It's like it's you see, it's like doubled questions. What are you focused on? For example, I ask myself, what I am focused on in this situation? What else I could focus on in this situation? What does it mean? What else could it mean? This is a second question, but with double diving. And what I am will doing, going to do, what I will be going to do, and what else I could do. This is a third question, but with double deep, right? With double diving. And I can ask these questions over and over again in different shape and different meaning, but they all helps me to dive in situation, to give a focus on different things, to give a different meaning that I will choose to do, and actions. And of course, when you right now, you can pause the video, the workshop in any place that you prefer. And what are you do? What are you doing? You are sharing about, you can share inside yourself. If you don't have a partner with you right now to talk with, you can share with yourself. First of all, inside yourself with your thoughts, like, okay, yes, this is interesting. And when you have some shift inside, you are share with it. You say, yes, I can feel it. It's feeling different. I found that I can really choose my focus. I can really choose my meaning. I can really choose my actions. This is when you are really realized who you are, that you are somebody, this somebody who are shape your destiny on an everyday basis. And this is a task for 7 weeks, for 7 days. It can be 7 weeks, no problem. For 7 days, that you all will use it as a tool. You can use your notes in your gadget. You can use your notes in your workbook. No matter, even in your thoughts, it will be very helpful. I can even recommend you to record your voice with that deeping questions, and maybe with these few questions that what I will focus on, what it will be mean for me, like what the meaning I will choose to give it to, because it can be different types of focus in the same situation. It can be different types of meaning in the different situation and actions. You know that because you remember that moment when you see with when you're sitting with somebody and something going on around, and you share your thoughts, and person said, I didn't even mention that. I didn't even focus on that. I'm focused on different. And you telling each other different focuses, right? Different meanings, right? And this is how you figure out, are you friends or not? Because usually you have the same way of thinking. This is how we create friends, and this is how we broke up with friends. Because in some point of life, somebody decide to think differently, and this is completely fine. This is okay. Bad things happens when you start pointing fingers and telling other people what they are did before and why they doing it right now. So you start to blame them. Oh, you did that before. I remember right now you doing differently, so you scam me. No, not because of some kind of changing in focus and in meaning, something changes. The fastest example that I have, that people can change their actions in relationship or in the business. They start doing some project, or they start dating person, and they falling in love in project. They falling in love in person, and they thinking everything great and everything will work out and they can do everything. And if they have a stacking past negative experience about the project, about the relationship, what they will start focus on? Inner voice that collect all of that years will telling them, maybe it will happen at the same time like it was before. Do you remember? And in that moment, if person believe that voice, focus on it, give the power of the meaning to that voice, will take actions like, no, 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 I will not so stupid like I was before. I will not open up so fast. And what kind of result that relationship will have? Other person will feel more love or less? Tell me. Of course, it will be less. Not because you don't have this love. No, because you are just holding it. You hold the energy for your business, for your work, for yourself, even because somebody can have this story this powering story from their body transformation journey, and they didn't succeed. They tried different diets, tried different methods, and it didn't work. And inner voice remind about that and how we can feel. So this is what we are needs to understand and focus on, that these exercises will give us much more room to feel different. And when we will give ourselves more space, we can record even voice with these questions for us and help ourselves with the quick message that we are sending to ourselves. And um, it can be even mail. I heard from some coach that they start sending mails to themselves, and physical. I'm not remember physical or emails, but it's a good idea. So I use reminder in my phone. So I put some reminder with some questions, and this is pump up a few times a day, and this is how it works. And this tool becomes on everyday basis like a master tool, and we become a master of our focus. We become a master of our meaning. We become a master of our actions, and this is how we can shape our destiny. Of course, we need to add some feelings and some actions to the thinking process. And in Tony's events, we doing all of that with changing our state. In neuro-linguistic programming, it's also called like you need to create the memory of body memory. And usually after or before my practice, I can take a deep breath. This is what I recommend to you. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and put your hands on your chest, somewhere where is your heart is. Feel that center that I am on charge. I am choosing this focus. I am choosing thinking like that, feeling like that, give that specific meaning that I choose. And this is my power. I am controlling my focus, and I am choosing to focus on what empowers me. I create meaning that uplifts me. I take action that transforms me. And you can upload this to yourself, or I am rubbing hands like this. It helps ourselves to create this physical emotional anchor. And in physiology, we telling that we sending message to our reptile and monkey brain that they are wired about instincts and emotions. So after understanding some things, we give a ball to other parts of our brains because all of them works together much better. So this anchoring give us more deeper meaning, how we can help ourselves to be unstoppable, unshakable, staying still, staying tall, and at the same time feel a lot of peace and balance, and create a lot of gratitude, passion, love, and in the same time be very active, creative, and beautiful human being. So this is what I'm encouraging you to do, and you will have more and more and more results uh, when you will become a master of it, if you will train it on everyday basis. So I have a lot of gratitude to you. Thank you for your presence and actions, and that you was open to listen and practice. I want you to invite to our community. We have a 24/7 chat. We have recording sessions. Some of them we didn't post on social media. Of course, it's a lot of different materials and trackers for help and support how to implement different habits in our life, because transformation still lasting, right? It's continuous. And Unstoppable Life Force, it's a community for you. I want to invite you, drop in the chat, find me in social media. You can also drop a comment under this video, and we will keep in touch. I wish you all the best, and please use this practice because no matter what age, no matter what color, no matter the language and the background, we all want to have a better life. We want also to have better relationship, better opportunities. We want to help each other because when somebody helps us, it feels so good. So when we create a lot of energy, when we create this beautiful state inside us, we can have an amazing life. And more tools we will have, more effectively we will be. So I'm encourage you to use this Tony Robbins tool, change your focus, change your life. And where is energy, where is focus go, energy flows. This is tool, amazing tool that it helps me and it will help you a lot. With love and gratitude, give you hugs. And with you was Yezel and Yuri. See you on the next session. Bye bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share with it. Share it with somebody that you think that this information will be very useful. Thank you. Bye bye.